We finally made it, the end of the road. After miles of bridges, turquoise water, island hopping, key lime pie, sunsets, and sunshine, this is it, the southernmost point of the continental United States. Except it's not here. Hi friends, we're Stump and I, and we have been on a road trip through Florida all the way to the southernmost point of the U.S. in Key West, Florida. Today, we have reached our destination and invite you to come along as we end this series, but not our adventures. If you haven't seen our other Florida road trip videos, I'll link the playlist in the description below. Don't forget to like this video and be sure to subscribe. We have many more adventures coming very soon and we'd love to bring you along. Now, back to the southernmost point. When we planned this road trip, this was supposed to be the moment, that picture-perfect ending, the ocean behind us, the iconic colorful buoy beside us, and the best photo op of the entire journey. It was the shot we couldn't wait to share with friends and family. But along the way, news broke that the southernmost point buoy would actually be closed during our visit, starting the very week we were coming down. We missed it by days.
Key West's most photographed landmark is moving, temporarily that is. This is a time lapse you're looking at taken within the last hour, showing crews painting over that iconic attraction. That's today. Renovations are going to be continuing. They're going to begin actually at the Southernmost Point Plaza. Storm events and erosion have really impacted this area over the years, and work is being done that'll require the area to close for just a little bit. The Southernmost Point buoy will be covered during that work. That's expected to take about a year. Let's take a live look right now. The city of Key West has decided to place a temporary Southernmost Point replica buoy on the ocean end of Duval Street, the Pocket Park. This way the world can continue to photograph the island's famous attraction there. I'm so used to seeing this spot, especially during hurricane season, during storms that pass through there. It's like, that's where the waves really whip up.
I know. It's always like fun to see, certainly people that visit the Keys, like it's a must go to spot. You know?
Stump and I knew that the southernmost point was going to be closed, and yeah, we were a little bummed at first. But then we realized something pretty cool. We actually had a rare opportunity that most visitors to Key West will never get. Not only can we grab a photo at the true southernmost point, but we also get to take a picture with the temporary buoy that only a small number of people will ever see. It's set up at Pocket Park for just a short time, so getting a shot with it feels like being a little part of Key West history. Pocket Pier sits just a half block from the real southernmost point buoy, and right next to it is the Emma Carrero Cates Pier. It's a short concrete pier with incredible ocean views, perfect for sunrise, sunset, and those classic Key West photo ops. Right next to the pier is Ponce de Leon Beach. It's known for its soft sand, clear water, and easy snorkeling access. The beach sits just behind the Southernmost Beach Cafe, making it a perfect spot to relax, swim, or grab a bite with an ocean view. Just outside the Pocket Park area sits the Harris House, significant for its affiliation with two of Key West's most prominent families. It was listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1983 as a contributing building in the Key West Historic District. While facing the building and turning left, you can see the actual southernmost point. And turning right, the Pier Park area. And if you linger long enough, you get to witness the changing of the colors as the sun goes down on the east side of the island. By the time the sun set, we were starving after a full day of travel and sightseeing, so we made our way up Duval Street to a total must-eat spot, the original Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. The very first Margaritaville opened here in Key West on January 3rd, 1985. It actually started as a little souvenir shop run by Buffett and a local businesswoman, Sunshine Smith. And by 1986, it had grown into the famous eatery everyone knows today. Of course, we had to stop in. Walking into Margaritaville feels like stepping straight onto an island. The decor is bright, tropical, and totally relaxed. Think teal and sandy tones, weathered wood, and pops of parrots, palm trees, and beachy artwork. Neon signs, surfboards, and little nods to Jimmy Buffett's music are everywhere. The vibe is fun, laid back, and full of that classic no worries Key West energy. It's the kind of place where you instantly feel like you're on vacation even before the food hits the table. They weren't busy at all, so we got seated right away. I almost went straight for my usual Margaritaville order, the classic cheeseburger in paradise, because I like mine with lettuce and tomato, Heinz 57 and French fried potatoes, a big kosher pickle, and a cold draft beer. It's hard to beat. But the menu had so many great options that Stump and I decided to switch it up. We both went for the Chipotle steak bowl, marinated steak tips over white rice, black beans, roasted corn, peppers, onions, guacamole, pico, and a sour cream drizzle. And honestly, it was a fantastic choice. Well, that was an abrupt end to the night. We were both completely exhausted, and somewhere between the first and the last bite, our brains just decided to shut down too. Dinner was great. We walked back to our room and we crashed hard. So sorry for not filming a proper outro, but to make it up to you, please enjoy these road chickens. We actually slept in for the first time on this trip, so by the time we finally got moving, it was already lunchtime. We headed back over to Duval Street and grabbed a table at a great outdoor spot called Caroline's Cafe. Caroline's has been a Key West favorite since 1999, sitting right in the shadow of the historic Porterhouse. It's named after Caroline Street, which meets Duval right at the old Porter Mansion. They're known for a fantastic menu, friendly staff, and that easy island charm. If you ever visit, try the Caribbean steak or the fisherman's fresh catch for a true taste of Key West. And the people watching on Duval, absolutely top-notch. Today, Stump went with a shrimp and bacon club, grilled Gulf shrimp, crispy bacon, Swiss cheese, tomato, lettuce, and a tomato basil mayo, all on multigrain bread. I opted for the Cuban mix, mojo pork, ham, bacon, pickles, and yellow mustard, pressed and heated to perfection. I realized later that evening that I didn't get good footage of the outside of Caroline's, and I completely forgot to film the little shopping area inside, so we went back to grab a better video. That's why everything looks a bit dark now. But anyway, from out here you can see what a fun little spot this is. We were still pretty worn out from the trip, so after lunch at Caroline's, we decided just to relax and enjoy the hotel for the rest of the afternoon. We stopped by our room and I mixed up a couple of tropical drinks from our in-room bar. Then we headed downstairs to our little oasis of a pool. The pool area at the Best Western Hibiscus feels like this quiet little hideaway tucked right into the hotel. It's surrounded by tropical plants and has plenty of lounge chairs so you can stretch out in the sun or find a shady spot to cool off. It's a small, peaceful, and honestly the perfect place to recharge after a day of exploring. It really does feel like your own little oasis. We grabbed a couple of lounge chairs and spread out our pool gear, and by the time we finally got settled and slipped into the water, a few other vacationers had joined us. I didn't want to be weird and film everyone, but we actually ended up making a few friends. I did manage to snag a couple of shots of Stump in the pool, though. He can kill me later. These are the perks of being the video editor. We were finally rested up and we were ready to venture out again. And what's a trip to Key West without a stop at Sloppy Joe's? Sloppy Joe's is one of Key West's most famous bars, and its story goes all the way back to the 1930s. It first opened on December 5th, 1933, the day Prohibition ended, though it was originally called the Blind Pig and later the Silver Slipper. Its owner, Joe Russell, was a close friend of Ernest Hemingway, who spent countless nights here and helped shape the bar's legendary reputation. In 1937, the bar moved to its current location on Duval Street and officially became Sloppy Joe's. A quote directly from their website reads as such: "It was Hemingway who encouraged the bar's final name change to Sloppy Joe's Bar. The new monkier was adopted from Jose Garcia Havana Club, selling liquor and iced seafood. Because the floor was always wet with melted ice, his patrons taunted this Spanish Joe with running a sloppy place, and the name stuck. Somehow it seemed to fit Joe Russell's bar just as well. Today it's a lively mix of history, live music, and island spirit, and it remains one of the most iconic stops in Key West." Sloppy Joe's isn't just famous for its history. Its menu is packed with classic Key West comfort food. You'll find their signature original Sloppy Joe sandwich, juicy burgers, fresh seafood, island-style tacos, and plenty of shareable appetizers. They've also got a big dessert menu, and it's a full bar with tropical cocktails. It's the kind of place where you can grab a cold drink, enjoy some hearty food, and soak in that lively Duval Street energy. Today, Stump and I went with a classic, the conch fritters, and oh my gosh, what a treat. Golden brown on the outside with a light crunchy shell that gives just the right of crisp when you bite into it. Inside tender, not doughy, with small flavorful pieces of conch mixed into a well-seasoned batter. Warm spices, a little heat from peppers, and a touch of sweetness from the onions. Of course, Sloppy Joe's has its own live cams too. We stopped outside later that night and recorded ourselves on the YouTube live stream. It was another fun little moment to capture. We still had more exploring to do. One of the live cams we watched non-stop while planning our Key West trip was the one at Hog's Breath Saloon, so of course we had to check it out in person. Hog's Breath Saloon has been a Key West staple since the late 1980s. Famous for its laid-back island vibe, great live music, and Hog's Breath is better than no breath at all slogan, it quickly became a local favorite thanks to its open-air bar, strong drinks, and a mix of tourists and regulars who keep the place going day and night. Over the years, it's grown into one of Duval Street's most recognizable hangouts, and its live cam has become a must-watch for anyone dreaming of being back in Key West. Walking into Hog's Breath Saloon feels like stepping into classic old Key West. The inside is open air with wooden beams, rustic bar tops, and that weathered salty charm. String lights hang overhead. The walls are covered with license plates, photos, quirky memorabilia, and the whole place buzzes with live music drifting in from the stage. You'll see people gathered around the bar, others grabbing tables under the fans, and everyone just soaking in that relaxed tropical energy. It's loud in the best way, fun, friendly, and full of character. We were here both at night, and here's a little bit of some clips during the day as well.
From 1962. Ain't it funny how the night?
Say hi to YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Where y'all out of?
I know Daddy. I'm from up Misery. In Florida.
Well, there we go.
Where you from?
Danville, Virginia.
Danville, Virginia. I love Danville.
Morning, say leave the rest, take only what you need. So keep on singing to those who listen, 'cause you can make it on your own. Time goes slowly, the world gets lonely when you got no one on your side. You gotta love one another, sister and brother, 'cause you only got one ride. I heard the falling rain this evening, and it put me in a dream. And I got that old time feeling. A little rest is all we really need. So keep on singing to those who listen, 'cause you can make it on your own.
After soaking up the energy at Hog's Breath Saloon, we shifted gears and headed over to one of the most famous landmarks in Key West, the Ernest Hemingway Home and Museum. As you walk up, the first thing you notice is the beautiful brick wall that surrounds the property. It's tall, shaded by trees, and gives the whole place this quiet, almost secret garden feel. The entrance itself is simple but charming, an old wrought iron gate set into the brick with tropical plants spilling over the top. It feels like you're stepping away from the buzz of Duval Street and into a completely different world, one that's frozen in Hemingway's time. Admission to the Ernest Hemingway Home and Museum in Key West generally costs around $19 to $20 for adults, with lower prices for kids, $7 to $10 for ages 6 to 12, and free for younger children. But check their official site for the exact current rates, as they offer guided tours, self-exploration, and even private events like the $1,500 evening writing experience. The Ernest Hemingway home was built in 1951 and became Hemingway's residence in the 1930s. During some of the most productive years of his writing career, he lived and wrote for nearly a decade right here in Key West. And the house still holds much of the original furniture, including his writing studio. But one of the most iconic things about the property is the six-toed cats. The legend started when Hemingway was given a polydactyl cat by a sea captain, and many of the cats on the property today are descendants of that original feline. You'll see them lounging everywhere, on the porches, under the trees, even on Hemingway's old bed, each one living their best island life. They even have a cat cemetery and memorial right here on the property. with a plaque with lists of names of all the cats who have passed.
Over water, Northern Railway beauty sings. Didn't you know that Miss Phoebe Stone, her dress stays white both day and night upon the road of anthracite?
One of the most impressive features of the Hemingway house is the pool. Built in 1938, it was the only in-ground swimming pool in Key West at the time, and it cost a small fortune, about $20,000 back then, which is well over $300,000 today. Hemingway joked that it cost his last penny, and he even pressed an actual penny into the wet cement where it's still displayed. The pool sits in a lush courtyard surrounded by palm trees and tropical plants, and it really shows how ahead of his time the property was. It's beautiful, historic, and definitely one of the most photographed spots on the ground.
Now, Phoebe, don't fret. Bring your book along, yeah. For the cars stay bright by electric light upon the road of anthracite.
Hemingway's legendary writing room is one of the most inspiring spots on the entire property. It's a small, quiet space filled with natural light, with his typewriter still sitting on the table just the way he used it. This is where he wrote some of his most famous works, surrounded by books, trophies, and the calm of the island breeze coming through the windows. Standing there, you can almost imagine him working away each morning, creating stories that would become classics.
Out of fuel now, the lack of walnut, days of rail fade into dreams.
With the tour completed, it was time to get back out on the road and do a little more exploring of Key West.
Pack your suitcase tight and bid goodnight to the darling road of anthracite.
We couldn't visit Key West without stopping at Kermit's Key Lime Pie. This place is legendary for a reason. The pies are tart, creamy, and perfectly balanced with just the right amount of sweetness. You can get them by the slice or grab a whole pie to take home. They also have fun twists like chocolate dipped key lime pie pops and frozen pies, so there's something for everyone. Sitting down with a slice here is the perfect way to cool off, indulge a little, and enjoy a true taste of Key West. and I decided to share a slice so we wouldn't spoil dinner. And wow, it was absolutely superb. And then it was back out onto the street for a little more exploring of Key West. The Key West Military Memorial is a solemn and striking tribute to the men and women who have served in the U.S. Armed Forces. Located near the historic waterfront, it features engraved plaques honoring those who gave their lives in service, along with carefully maintained landscaping and flags waving proudly. The design is simple but powerful, inviting reflection and respect as visitors walk the quiet paths. It's a moving spot that reminds you of the sacrifices made to protect freedom right in the heart of Key West. After taking in the history and paying our respects at the Key West Military Memorial, it was time to refuel. We headed over to Two Friends Patio for dinner, a local favorite known for its relaxed outdoor vibe and fresh island-inspired menu. It's the perfect spot to kick back, enjoy the breeze, and soak up a little more of that Key West energy before our next adventure. Their menu is full of fresh, flavorful, island-inspired dishes. You'll find everything from seafood favorites like fish tacos and shrimp baskets to hearty sandwiches, burgers, and salads. They also offer daily specials, tropical drinks, and homemade desserts, so there's something for every craving. It's casual, tasty, and the perfect way to enjoy a relaxed Key West dinner on the patio.
Somebody call the cat in. We don't need another straight. If everybody had an answer.
We kicked things off with a smoked fish dip made with fresh mahi-mahi and packed with flavor. It came with a side of homemade potato chips that were perfectly crisp, an absolutely delicious way to start our dinner. For our main courses, Stump went with a lobster combo, a broiled Florida lobster tail, grilled Gulf shrimp, and tender broiled scallops. I opted for the broiled seafood platter, which featured mahi-mahi, scallops, and skewered shrimp. We both picked baked potatoes as our sides, making for a hearty, delicious Key West seafood feast. We enjoyed our meal while keeping an eye on the local residents, the chickens, wandering freely on tables and the backs of chairs. They've been completely free rein since, by law, no one is allowed to bother them. It definitely added some unexpected entertainment to our dinner. After dinner, we headed back to the room for a good night's sleep, wrapping up an unforgettable trip full of history, fun, and island charm. Key West has been amazing. From exploring the southernmost point, which was and wasn't there, and the vibrant streets of Duval to historic stops like the Ernest Hemingway home and military memorial, indulging in legendary Key West eats like Kermit's Key Lime Pie and Two Friends Patio Seafood, and of course, enjoying the island vibe at the pool and local bars. Every moment was a mix of history, fun, and pure Key West charm. Also, what an incredible Florida adventure. We started at Walt Disney World, soaking up magic rides and iconic sights. From there, we made our way south, stopping along the way to enjoy local eats, scenery, and charming towns. We've been to Robert Is Here Fruit Stand, the Caribbean Club, and the Sunset Grill. We explored Lorelei, the Rain Barrel shops, and fed the tarpon at Robbie's Marina. We spotted the key deer and visited the Turtle Hospital and Dolphin Research Center. We finally arrived in Key West after 7 days of adventure. If you haven't seen our other videos, I'll link the playlist below. If you've enjoyed this series, please give us a like. It really helps the algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe because we've got so much more coming. And next, we'll be heading north, far north. We'd also love for you to comment below. Let us know what you enjoyed, where you've been, and what you'd like to see in the future adventures. We've had an absolute blast on this trip and are so happy you've come along for the ride. We're Stump and Die, and we want to remind you, keep exploring.